Yo, what's up, YouTube? What's up? I'm filming my vlog for today. Okay, I had a very frustrating day, and you may be wondering, why is he filming at a park for kids? Does he have kids? And the truth is, I don't have kids. You wanna know why? Because in this world, in this deep state world, you know what I'm saying? This technological world that's manufactured and fake. There is a severe pedophile problem. Let me tell you. I exercise at I call it Pizza Hut, but really it's Planet Fitness. Okay, and it's at 4545B off of 40 Highway next to High V. And I gotta tell you, man, the phenomena I experienced in there is the weirdest that I ever experienced. Like, I can't even exercise 1 hour. You know, I work out there, and for a while I had a bike. Okay? Here's what happened with the bike. Because it was rain, they took my bike inside of this establishment. I had it outside, I had it locked up. And I don't know what they did with the bike, but they put it in the back room. So I had to walk home that day. I assumed somebody stole it. Now, when they returned the bike to me, the gears didn't work. You see what I'm saying? So the minute you take somebody's property and they said, oh, we want to bring it in from the rain. And I'm like, these people never give me customer service. They never look out for me. There's constantly people, when I grab a weight, they want the same thing I want. They want to use the same things I do. And they're subliminally trying to kick me out of the gym. It's harassment, it's discrimination, and it's prostitution. You know, these gyms that cost $10 an hour to go to, one of the hangups with these gyms is that the city has to provide a place for the homeless to shower and what have you. And I'm all about that. You know, I used to do security for a homeless shelter. However, there is a major problem when people are getting ducked out in the back. You know what I'm saying? It brings in a certain type of audience. And during my time of being there, that place has turned into a tenderloin. Now, when I first started going, there was nobody going to the gym. And like it usually happens with myself, when I start frequenting a place, then what happens is all of these other roly-polies that have aimless life, that is doing nothing, that just gets in the way of other people. The Bible talks about locusts, and locusts are pests. They start coming into the place. And Planet Fitness at 4545B has the biggest, most pronounced pedophilia problem. Now, I kicked a lot of the guys out of the back of Planet Fitness. All of this is on camera. And I'm posting this up because I'm going to send this to the FBI. And all you have to do is look from the opening hours, the gym that it opens up, and before 10 a.m. All right? Those are between the hours that I go to the gym. And you will see all the strange phenomena. There is a herd-like hive mentality at this place. You know, the people the people all seem to operate with one mind. Like, they don't it's like they share a brain or something. It's the craziest thing I ever seen. And because I don't fit in there, if you understand anything about dynamics of a bee colony, okay? When you take a foreign bee, okay, and place that bee inside of a bee colony that it does not belong to, the other bees go into a frenzy, okay? And bees exist within a hive, and we talk about the hive mind, and we talked about the shape on the bottom of Saturn, allegedly, because we know that there's no planets, okay? And how it correlates with the union, so on and so forth, sigil magic, and all this correlates with masonry, so on and so forth, right? So this is the society we live in. Now we live in a quiet society where people live in their homes, they grow drugs, or they sell drugs, because nobody works anymore, except for the clones. The clones work. And I got to tell you, most people I see 3 or 4 copies of them within the same city. I think it's so weird that they release clones in the same city. But these individuals are daft in the brain. Like, they have little signals. One thing that drives me crazy, is the dudes out here. I have no problem with homosexuals, but I do have a problem with perversity. And so I separate. I call gay people gay, but fags are fags. Fags are perverts. All right? And that's what I experience. I'm a 41-year-old male, a black man at that. Individuals come up and they do this weird thing where they bite their lower lip. I don't know how to do it. Like that's like this. Like they're like about to bust a nut or something weird. And I'm just like, I will burn us both alive. I'm that crazy. Like, you don't walk up to a man like that, right? They bite their upper lip, or they'll take a sip of water, and the sip of water is supposed to represent like thirst, like they're thirsty or something like that. That correlates with some type of weird, odd perversity of sexual relations. Then they have all these purple fitness. I call it Pizza Hut, Planet Fitness. These girls that are underage, that are under 18, and they're just sucking dick in the back, which I guess is legal, right? Since you have to allow certain audiences. But I watched that place turn to a tenderloin to the point where right now I'm not eligible to work in the United States or anything else like that. I only get out of the house for 3 hours a day, okay? Because they stole my bike at that place. So I had to walk to the gym 5 miles, okay? To exercise 1 hour, and then I walk 5 miles home. Now, here's the funny thing. Now, when I exercise at the gym, and I drink my coffee in the front, you know what I'm saying? In the lobby, you can see a lot of the activity that happens around me. I never, throughout the rest of the course of the day, do you see so much activity at the front desk. And they kind of motion for someone to go to the back. So they're either putting on a performance, some form of street theater, so on and so forth. There's retired police officers, and they're all doing a lot of things. But because of the commotion when I was there, of me raising Cain, because I was saying, hey man, I just want to exercise for 1 hour. You guys think you can not bother me for 1 hour? All of a sudden, this place gets mysteriously crowded during the hours that I go. And I go first thing in the morning, all right? The only thing that's showing up at that gym is sex workers, for the most part, all right? And look at this. Look at this. This is what they do. Now, you see how this individual followed me to the park. I could tell you, I could read people. So from the parking lot, from the street, I already knew what these individuals are going to do. And individuals follow me around in this society, and they have no goal in mind. And I want you to pay attention how I always have to wait for people. You see how I had to wait for them again? So they came in there for just enough time to interrupt me crossing the street. That's odd. You say, I only see that once. Now you go and watch the past year at Planet Fitness, all of this activity that I have to deal with. All right? Now, before, when I had to be around people did not interact with me. In fact, people moved out of the way. Okay? Sorry, I'm walking outside. It's not emotion for the fact that I'm lying because I'm touching my face, but feel like it's like, look around me. There's no place for a spider web, but I'll feel a spider web or something from time to time. Anyways, this is how nonsensical this place is. You'll never see more traffic at the front desk except for when I'm there. Okay? The 1 hour I'm there, I struggle to get 1 hour of exercise in. The people are there, you could tell that they're not there to exercise. Okay? They're not there to exercise. They're hanging around in the gym, making signals, trying to get some type of money or do something in the back, whether it be for drugs or whether it be for money. And I'm like, I'm not a snitch, but after sitting in the gym, and when I start drinking my coffee, it's like they're a species. You know what I'm saying? It draws them out. It attracts them. And what I mean them to, I mean whatever, the what they call a viril or something like that. It attracts them to me. Okay? The parasites. These people got brain parasites or something, right? It attracts them to me. And they seem to be lagging in energy. And they even brought around a detective one time to sense my energy. You know, the energy police, right? For the little energy vampires. And I got to tell you, man, uh, listen. And he was like, I've never felt no energy like this before. And the reason is like, I'm alive, man. I'm not spiritually dead. Birds of prey fly around the suburbs in my area. Okay? Eagles and vultures and shit like that. Around little kids and adults that go into parks. When I get out of the house, other people decide to go out of the house. They follow around. Oh, this is brain parasite, zombie-esque type personality. The females here are commodities. All right? They're pimped out. They do things for free. Okay? Drugs. They're whoring it up, man. Giving blowjobs, this, that, and the other. So STDs got to be running rampant. It's got to be insane. If I was an adult, I would never send my kid to Planet Fitness. Like if I was a parent, I would never let my kid go to Planet Fitness because it's I would say it's sex trafficking, except for the fact that nobody's being trafficked that look like it. There's probably some in there. They generally just go there, suck dick for free, or they fucking get hip dysplasia, getting fucked in the ass in the back room. Because they go in one way, and then they come out a different way, and they have no shame, right? And I'm like, trying to work out today, and usually what they'll do is they're trying to match my energy. That's what it seems like. I'm looking at these motherfuckers like a species, right? So if I could look at it as a C student, I know somebody else can pick this up by going back and looking at the footage for the past year. When I exercise, it seems like the other gym is trying to keep up with me. Now, as paranoid as that sounds, okay, why would I sound paranoid? How many times would I have to see it? Do I see it every day? When you see something every day, do you start to recognize a pattern? Okay. And I'm just talking about the mass majority. There's a few guys, one here, one there. There's a very few guys, okay, that don't do this, that mind there, because they're there to exercise. They're actually there to exercise. But most of them is on some other shit, okay? They own some other shit. So, what? You talking to me? You talking to me, buddy? This is what I mean. Another pedophile that came out, there he goes, of his house. And he's saying, what's going on? Now look at the time of day. Is it late at night? Is there anything violating going on? What is it where they have to mind my business? If you got a problem, come over here, little buddy. Go get your little pistol out your room and come over here. Take your ass at home. You don't own this park, white boy. In fact, I'm going to get your fucking address. I'm going to get your address, white boy. I'm going to get your address, white boy. Come out the front, nigga. This is what I'm talking about. All right, so we're at Moonlight Meadows. This is what I'm talking about. They're a species. Here, this man said I interrupted his thing. It's going to be 555 Moonlight Meadows. Very easy to remember. It's either going to be 555, 553, or 551 Moonlight Meadows. You understand? Came out of his house. I'm walking in the park. And he's saying I interrupted him.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. What house do you come out of, buddy?
I'm right here.
Okay, 555.
I'm wondering if you're okay. You're shouting.
Here he goes.
It's like you're acting a little crazy. Are you okay? I'm just asking, are you okay? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Federal agent, take your ass back inside.
Yeah, my ass.
This is what I mean. So when you wonder what happens to black people in society, That's what happened. Now look at this big area. I'm way the freak down here. It's a public park. A public park for walking. I live here. This is the hubris and pride of white people. Okay? I'm not on that Black Lives Matter shit. I don't do any of that shit. They're pedophiles. They're a species. How did he know to come outside of his house? He heard me more than all these other people. He's only one person of the consensus. That is a species. All right? This is what I deal with. Fighting society on a daily basis. Because they're nuts. They really have gone Delta. And when you haven't gone to sleep, and you're not spiritually dead, they regard you as a threat. All right? The mass majority of them are in some type of odd perversity. Beyond explanation. And this is what I experienced at the gym. And because everybody's afraid to speak up, all right, then they just become a whore. But they all want to claim that they're down with Jesus. Let me tell you something. They are not. Now, if I cause such a great problem, how come his ass didn't keep coming? Okay. This is what I'm talking about. Absolutely unbelievable. This phenomenon happens at the gym. Never been interrupted like this during my videos. And I filmed more outside as well. So I want you to Planet Fitness. I'm sending this to the feds. Again. Where is it at? Because of the angle of this camera, which is in the corner here, it is difficult to get everything in the background. But there's more individuals that came outside. But it's way down there. Way down there. Who could be that interesting in this entire neighborhood? For what reason? It can only be one thing. An individual that stands out. And why do they stand out? Not because these individuals are standing outside. Not because they could audibly hear me. I'm not talking that loud. Look, here he is again.